Yeah, this Yamaha track map is going to tell the story right here. Walk us through it.
And a big part I want to focus on right off the bat here. We talked about the start already, very short start, but you go right into this more Supercross style, tighter section of the track, which means if you're buried off the start, it's going to be very easy. You're going to find yourself losing a lot of time to the leaders. And I think for these first motos, the dirt here in Vegas is really hard packed, really slick, so expect a lot of water. These guys can be sliding around. We saw so many mistakes from the guys in practice, losing the back end, losing the front end, so very technical section here.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts of the weekend so far, AC, has been seeing the number 9. You were back on track yesterday. That was so fun to watch. Walk us through it. Here's your onboard cam.
And it was great to be back on track. And one of the first things I noticed right away, I forget just how deep these sand sections are. Even in the few laps that I did, the corner changed so much every time I went through it. And another thing that surprised me is just how fast this portion of the track is. Like I mentioned at the start of the track preview, taking the outside here is going to put you on the inside for this next corner. I really think that one side of the track, the tight side, is going to be really single file, but this is where you're going to be able to get up alongside your competition to set them up, to make a pass. Very high speed into this left-hand corner before this big step down that I left it to the professionals. I went ahead and did the tabletop.
Little inside line right there.
Little
protecting your line.
And a lot of guys are going outside, jumping over the face of that little step up and then scrubbing up on the shelf there. Super fun. One of the most fun jumps I've hit in a very long time. A lot of guys going inside here, table on to the next table, getting off of there. And we've seen guys kind of experiment with jumping different rollers. A lot of guys electing to double into the corner, stay tight, tucked on the right side of this rhythm lane where you're going to be able to go double. And right here we saw a lot of passes in the wild card race earlier. Really interesting last corner, and that's a lap here in Vegas. I had a blast doing it.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports. If you enjoyed what you just watched, well, it's time to bring the action and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel. You can have it all: news, highlights, interviews, and analysis. So go for it.